We all know the legendary sitcom Friends is arguably the greatest American sitcom ever. Despite its great run, we believe the way Friends ended could have been done better. Welcome back to More Endings, and today we'll be exploring better alternate endings to the sitcom Friends. Get ready for a wild ride of discovering exciting new twists and turns. Be prepared to have yourself astonished as we take you through a number of satisfactory pathways the ending of this movie could have taken. Friends is an interesting TV series, to say the least, but many believe the show could have ended better. That is why we're here to examine the various alternative endings it could have had or actually deserve. But how does the show actually end? Let's refresh our memories. Besides, if you're here, it probably means you've watched the show in question. But in case you haven't, spoiler alert. Also, remember to kindly smash that subscribe button. Now, on to the recap. Ending recap. Friends came to an end in 2004. It was finally time to turn in the key to the apartment with the purple door and bid farewell to Central Perk Cafe. The final episode, the last one, gave a bittersweet ending to the all-time favorite sitcom. The characters' stories were neatly packed with a glimpse into what the future might hold for them. After years of an on and off relationship and having a baby together, Ross and Rachel finally get their happy ending. When Rachel gets a job with Louis Vuitton in Paris, she decides to leave. In a manner of saying goodbye, Rachel spends the last night of her stay with Ross. Ross realizes then that he wants to be with Rachel because they are good together, but he gets cold feet and cannot confess. When Rachel leaves, he finally listens to Phoebe and rushes to the airport to confess, but Rachel is already on the plane. However, she soon realizes she wants to be with him forever too, and gets off the plane. The two decide to give their relationship a serious try. Phoebe's violent history of abuse made us all feel sorry for her, so fans were overjoyed when she finally managed to find stability with Mike, whom she married. Mike and Phoebe are seen planning a future together in the final episode. Mike tells Phoebe he wants children, and Phoebe is immediately on board with the idea. She wants a whole bunch of kids so that they can teach them to sing, and together they would be like the Von Trapp family. While the gang was going through life-changing moments, Joey was staying back at his apartment. In the last scenes of the show, we see Joey bring home a new chick and duck as a going-away present for Monica and Chandler. It was heartbreaking to see Monica and Chandler struggle with fertility issues. After trying for a while, they eventually decide to adopt. The two get in touch with Erica, a pregnant teenager who agrees to give her child to the couple. Erica goes into labor during the show's last moments, and a surprising discovery is made. She was pregnant with twins. Though Monica is on board with the new surprise, it takes a while for Chandler to cope with the sudden news. Chandler and Monica end the series with 2 babies and move to the suburbs. The final scene shows the 6 friends turning in their keys to Monica's apartment and leaving to get coffee together one last time at Central Perk. So, how differently could the show have ended? Well, here are 6 alternate endings people would have preferred to see. Rachel should have gone to Paris. Okay, Rachel should have taken that plane to Paris instead of staying with Ross. I mean, we all love Rachel and Ross, but the truth is they're not the perfect match. They tend to bring out each other's not-so-great sides, and after all those ups and downs, it's tough to fix everything. At the show's end, Rachel ditches her dream job in Paris to be with Ross. Seems sweet, right? But if Ross was committed, he could have packed his bags and joined Rachel in Paris, especially since their daughter Emma was going along. It's like, why does Rachel always end up making the sacrifices? Let her go after her dreams too. Now, some argue that this alternate ending would have added a dose of reality to the show, and rightly so. You know, showing Rachel thriving in her career in Paris and maybe finding a new love there wouldn't have been bad either. It's like breaking the pattern and giving her character a chance to shine. Others believe the heart of Friends lies in the Ross and Rachel saga. That on-again, off-again romance is what we all remember. So, while the idea of Rachel taking off to Paris is intriguing, maybe it would have left us missing the familiar warmth of Ross and Rachel ending up together. What do you think? Monica and Chandler should have moved into their new house. So, Friends wraps up with Monica and Chandler leaving the iconic apartment and dropping the keys. But hold on, Wouldn't it be cool to know how they're doing in their new house? It feels like a missing piece. Not seeing how Monica and Chandler set up their new place and handled life without their gang. Imagine a little peek into their new life, seeing Monica organizing stuff in her hyper-organized way and Chandler cracking his jokes in a new living room. Some think it would have given the ending a nicer touch, knowing our favorite couple is happily settling into their new home. Fine, they left the old place, but they're still the same Monica and Chandler we love. This is not a bad idea, as we know they're okay in this new chapter, but it would have been good to give us a glimpse of their new adventures. After all, it's not just about saying goodbye to the old, but also about looking forward to the new, right? But with that ending, we can only presume that they're fine. Phoebe and Mike should have started a family. So let's talk about Phoebe and Mike, the cutest couple on Friends. Many people adore them, especially because Mike brings so much happiness to Phoebe's quirky world. Here's the thing. Remember in season 4 when Phoebe was pregnant with her half-brother and wife's babies and wished to keep one? That got some thinking. What if a sweeter ending for Phoebe and Mike was them starting a family? Imagine the finale showing Phoebe announcing her pregnancy, or the couple deciding to adopt. It's like this wholesome journey into the next chapter of their lives. It would have been heartwarming to see Phoebe's quirky parenting style, and how Mike navigates this new adventure with her. It's not just about their love story, it's about them building their own family. Many of us would have found more closure if the finale included Phoebe and Mike embracing parenthood. It's like giving Phoebe the happiness she deserves and seeing their unique family grow. Chandler should have gotten his dream job. So, let's dive into Chandler's post-Friends journey. They move to the suburbs, but the big mystery is what he does for a living. Nobody knows, and even Chandler doesn't seem to care much until one day when he quits, and suddenly, his job becomes the only thing on his mind. Talk about a plot twist. Unable to return to his old job, Chandler takes a shot at an internship in advertising and discovers he's got a knack for it. Landing a job in this industry isn't a walk in the park, though, especially with no prior experience. Now think about it from Chandler's perspective. It's like this roller coaster of anxiety, trying to secure a position in a new field he loves. It's relatable. Many of us have been there, facing uncertainties about our career choices. The twist of his getting into advertising could have added a layer of excitement to his character development. Who wouldn't want to see Chandler thriving in a career he genuinely enjoys? There's this thing about wanting Chandler to score his dream job in the suburbs, not just settle for the same old gig, which he doesn't like. It resonates with the idea that it's never too late to pursue what you're passionate about. So, wouldn't it have been cool to see Chandler finding his groove in advertising, conquering those career hurdles, and finally getting his dream job? Of course, it would have been a cool ending to the whole show, but he ends up doing the same old statistical analysis he doesn't like. What a shame. Joey should have found happiness. So let's talk about Joey, the ladies' man on Friends. He's had his fair share of flings and fleeting romances, but even those that meant something, like Janine and Kathy, got cut short. I guess that's the Joey way, a free soul, living in the moment. Wouldn't it be nice to know he will be just fine, even if not in a steady romantic relationship? Imagine if we saw Joey taking care of himself, paying bills on time, showing up on set, being a responsible adult. It's like giving us a peek into his personal growth. We know Joey isn't known for his organizational skills, but maybe seeing him handle life more responsibly would have been a cool twist at the end. Seeing Joey eventually prove he's more than just a charming ladies' man would have been nice. Ross should have made Ben and Emma meet. So let's talk about Ross and his son, Ben. You know, the kid he had with Carol before Emma came into the picture on Friends. It's a bit of a head-scratcher because Ben disappears from the story when Emma arrives. Now, I get it. New baby, big focus, but still, it's like Ross forgetting about his firstborn, and that doesn't sit right. Wouldn't it have been nice to see Ben and Emma sharing some screen time, maybe even once? It was a missed opportunity for Ross to bring his kids together and create family moments. We followed Ross's journey through all his ups and downs, so seeing him making an effort for his kids would have been heartwarming. Many Friends fans were equally shocked at the absence of Ben and Emma sharing the screen in the last seasons. Did Ross just conveniently forget about his son? Maybe having them meet, even briefly, could have given the show a more complete family vibe. So, what if Ross had tried to bring Ben and Emma together at least once before the final curtain? It's the little family moments that stick with us, right? We all know these are hypothetical scenarios, and they especially invite fans to reimagine the story in ways that resonate with different aspects of their beloved characters. What's your favorite alternate ending? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue the conversation on how the epic showdown could have taken a different turn in Friends. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more exciting content.